Every morning is a decision. Not just to wake up, but to wake up with clarity, with courage, and with command over your own mind. The Stoics believe that the first thoughts you plant in your head each day become the roots of your emotions, your actions, and your destiny. Before the noise of the world creeps in, before other people's opinions pull you in every direction, you have a window of control. A moment of silence that can shape your inner fortress. In that moment, you must choose your thoughts carefully. Not thoughts of doubt, fear, or comparison, but thoughts of discipline, virtue, purpose, and calm. Because what you whisper to yourself each morning becomes the voice that echoes through your entire life. This is not motivational fluff. It is ancient strategy. 6 lines. 6 Stoic reminders. Say them daily. Live them hourly. And your life will begin to shift from reactive to resilient, from chaotic to composed. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So the next time you wake up, don't scroll. Don't drift. Speak these truths to yourself before the world speaks lies. And watch what happens. 1. I control my first thoughts, or the world will. The moment you open your eyes, the battle begins. Your mind is vulnerable, open, waiting to be claimed. If you don't seize it, the world will. Notifications. Headlines. Drama. Distractions. Before any of them get a chance to shape your mood, your beliefs, or your sense of self, you must decide what kind of day it will be. You must claim your identity before the world assigns you one. The Stoics taught that the greatest power we possess is the power to choose how we think. And that power is strongest in the morning. This is the moment you look yourself in the mirror and say, I am not here to react. I am here to lead myself. I am not here to chase validation. I am here to live by principle. If you don't control your first thoughts, the noise outside will decide them for you. And once that happens, the rest of the day becomes damage control. So the first reminder is not a wish. It's a rule. I control my first thoughts. Not fear. Not the past. Not other people. Me. 2. Today is a test, and I am ready. Life will not ask you if you're comfortable. It will not warn you before it hits. It will simply test you. The Stoics knew this. They began each morning by imagining the obstacles ahead, not to live in fear, but to prepare for power. They understood that every insult, every delay, every failure is not a punishment, but a test of character. So you must wake up knowing this. Today, you will be challenged. You will be provoked. You may be ignored, misunderstood, or underestimated. But all of that is part of the curriculum. Today is not chaos. It is training. You are being shaped, not shattered. You are being refined, not rejected. You don't need comfort to feel strong. You need clarity. And that clarity begins when you say to yourself, I am not here to be entertained. I am here to evolve. I do not expect ease. I expect growth. Let every problem be a teacher. Let every delay sharpen your patience. Let every critic remind you to hold your center. Today is a test. And you are ready. 3. I control my response, not the world. You cannot stop the storms from coming. You cannot stop people from lying, failing, quitting, or hurting you. But you can stop yourself from reacting like a fool. That is where your power lives. Not in control over others, but in control over yourself. The Stoics believe that the only true power a person holds is power over their own mind. Not over outcomes. Not over events. Just over thoughts, choices, and responses. That is where real freedom begins. So when someone tries to pull you into chaos, you don't flinch. When life pushes you to the edge, you hold the line. You breathe. You respond, not with rage, but with reason. Because you remember, the world can provoke you, but it cannot possess you. Not unless you give it permission. So take that power back. Say it in your mind before the day begins. I am not here to control everything. I am here to control myself. What others do is their path. What I do is mine. No one can take that from me. No one. For my peace is my priority. The world will try to steal it. Notifications will demand your attention. People will test your patience. Situations will push your limits. But every morning, you must remind yourself that nothing is more important than inner peace. Not arguments. Not gossip. Not temporary validation. Not winning every fight. Peace is not passive. It is a choice you make again and again. It is strength, not weakness. It is what allows you to walk away instead of react. To breathe deeply when everything tells you to explode. To choose silence over noise, calm over chaos. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Your peace is sacred. You do not give it away cheaply. You guard it like a warrior guards his honor. Before the day starts, say this to yourself: I do not chase noise. I do not fight for things that don't matter. I choose peace. I carry it with me. I defend it with silence, with patience, and with wisdom. 5. I only control my thoughts, not the world. Every morning, this truth can save you from frustration. The Stoics believe that peace begins the moment you stop hoping for the world to be different and start mastering your own reactions. People will act unfairly. Circumstances will shift without warning. Plans will fail. But none of that belongs to you. What belongs to you is your inner world. Your judgment. Your choices. Your ability to pause before responding. To observe instead of absorb. Epictetus said, "It is not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of them." If someone disrespects you, that is on them. How you respond, that is on you. When the world is loud, you can still be still. When others lose themselves, you can remain grounded. Say this every morning. I release what I cannot control. I focus on my mind, my breath, my response. That is where my freedom lives. That is where my power begins. 6. I was not promised ease, I was promised strength. When you open your eyes each morning, remind yourself that life is not supposed to be gentle, it is supposed to shape you. Stoicism teaches that you were not born to avoid discomfort. You were born to face it and grow from it. Marcus Aurelius did not write about a life free from pain, he wrote about enduring it with grace. You are not here to escape struggle. You are here to outgrow it. Each challenge is not a punishment but an invitation. An invitation to rise, to prove, to evolve. Say this to yourself before the day begins. I do not need an easy life. I need a strong mind. I do not pray for fewer obstacles. I prepare for greater resilience. I do not complain about the weight. I train to carry more. Let this be your daily vow. That no matter what the day throws at you, you will meet it with calm, with clarity, with the quiet confidence of someone who knows, you were not promised ease, you were promised strength. You were not born to live in chaos. You were born to master it. Each morning, the words you whisper to yourself are not just thoughts. They are blueprints for the life you build. If you choose strength, you will become unshakable. If you choose clarity, you will see through every illusion. And if you choose discipline, nothing can break you. The Stoics knew this. That life does not ask you to be perfect. It asks you to be present. It asks you to stay still when the world spins. It asks you to hold the line when your emotions try to drag you off course. Every one of these truths you tell yourself in the morning is a weapon. Against doubt. Against fear. Against weakness. So take them seriously. Repeat them with intention. And walk into each day knowing that you are not lost. You are on the path. The path walked by the calmest and the strongest. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to the channel and help us reach more people searching for strength. Share your favorite affirmation in the comments. Let others know they are not alone in this journey. Stay stoic and build your stoic legacy.